Hey, this is Sri Vishwanath here, and welcome to episode number 39 of the Ask Sri Vishwanath Vedanta Show. And today's video, we'll talk about the power of Dharma and how it can transform your life. And this is the practice of Dharma part 4, which is the last part. So if you have not seen the earlier part, you can see it. Dharma is the song that you sing to Ishvara. And when you sing this song, he gently lifts you and places you in the Atman. And your own voice becomes the key which unlocks the door of grace. And you enter into the temple of Atman. It is so beautiful. So Dharma is the song of life. It is the song that Ishvara, as he listens, he lifts you, because remember, God has to give you the lift. We can't directly go to the Atman. Now we are in the subtle body, in the waking state. So you have to go to the causal and then to the Atman. So Dharma is the song. It is a song. And the song is, you can sing a song, you can visualize God, you can do it in your work. There are many ways, but the easiest is singing and visualizing. So it's a song that you sing to Ishvara. It's the easiest way to please him. And he lifts you. Like Ramakrishna said, the gardener exposes the roots of the rose flower so that it can blossom. And your own voice of God becomes the key that unlocks the door of grace. And that's how wonderful things happen. Pibare Ram Rasam Rasani Pibare Ram Rasam Ram Rasam Ram Rasam Pibare Ram Rasam. So Pibare means let my tongue always take your name, Ram. It's so beautiful because Ramakrishna had one of his mind-born son, which is Brahmananda. And Brahmananda, the first time he met Ramakrishna told him that his lips would always be having Krishna. And he himself did not know it, Brahmananda. It's because it should be a deep intention, because Dharma is a song of life. So it's very beautiful. So why is Dharma so important? Now, this is very important because what Dharma gives you is, it tells you to completely focus on your personality. I shared in the earlier video, there are three things: personality, potential, and attitude. So in the waking state, everyone is talking about attitude. Oh, you got to increase this attitude, that you don't have this, and all that stuff. But personality is what Dharma focuses on exclusively. It does not talk about attitude. It focuses exclusively on personality, which is your Atman. Everything else is incidental. So, Vivekananda says in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna talked about the Atman. He talked about yoga, but that was all incidental. See, the main thing is your personality. What is your personality? You never lose your personality, which is your Atman. The whole deal, the whole 5,000 years of wisdom, everything is Atman, 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 which is Brahman, Brahman. Leaving that, no matter what you study, what you do, it's impossible to reach there. We are just going to be in the subtle body, philosophize it, but you'll never get there. But if you day and night, if you realize, if you come from the personality, then you will know that you will have unlimited ability to manifest. Now, here's something very important I work with a lot of people. I've got a lot of real data, which is shit. Like people who most people think, they are doing all good. Horrible issues. Someone will be very, very intelligent. Horrible issues. And here's the thing I see. They are very intelligent. They know it. They read it. They know what to, but they are not able to do it during the dark times. Why? Because they do not realize this, that when things are going good, you should practice Dharma and you should learn to manifest. Like you don't want to do something, you're lazy, that time do it, even a little bit. You have to manifest Sattvic. And the way you do that is to by holding on to God. Because you are not the doer. This hand is not moving because I am telling it to move. It looks like I am telling it to move, but it's not because of that. You go to many of the ICU, people, their minds are telling the hands to move, but it's not moving. It is very, very important to realize that when things are going good or okay, you have to practice dharma, which is holding on to God. You holding on to your core personality, you learn to manifest. So even when you or have this tamasic thing coming from your past karma, like, oh, I don't want to do this, that, and all that drama, you manifest with the power of God. So you always use the lever of God, the lever, to manifest. And this one doesn't realize when things are going good or okay. When things are very dark, nothing works. Intelligence goes to the dustbin. Intellect. The best intellect goes to the dustbin. DUSTBIN. I've got real data. I see that all the time. That's the whole deal here. This dharma is not some flowery language or like, oh, this is my dharma and people think it's work. No, it is the song. It is your direct relationship with Ishvara. It's your personality, and you struggle there. From birth to death, you struggle with your personality. That is the greatest struggle. And everyone is struggling with the attitude. Oh, little bit attitude here, good times, you get some push, that's not going to do anything. It's nice, okay, here and there, but it's not going to do anything to you for life, because only when you realize your core personality and that you're never going to lose it. So here Vivekananda says something very important. He says, visualize the horses, like in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna has the horses. Krishna is riding the chariot and there are horses, and then Arjuna is seated. So these horses are the senses. So Vivekananda says this beautifully. He says, now you have all this hypnotism, various sort of, drugs, various things which people do, mind tricks, mind power. He says, all this is damaging our personality because you're trying to change the attitude when actually we should rely on the person. And he gives a beautiful example. He says, if the horses are running all over the place and you want to control it, if you hit the horse on the head, it will fall down. And then it will start listening to you for some time and it will go exactly the way you want. But after the blow which you have given goes away, the impact, then the horse will say, screw you, and it will go any direction it wants to. So that is your mind. It's not going to work. And Vivekananda says one more thing here which is important. Even if temporarily you're able to hit it on the head and do, it causes a permanent damage in you to realize yourself. See, this permanent damage is done because you see all the intelligent people, I told you, I have data that they are not able to get to this personality. They only and only rely on intellect, and during bad times it doesn't work. So Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, you have to first learn to control the senses. It's called self-control. Then the mind, then the intellect. But all this based on what? You directly begin with the Atman, not like struggle. You struggle with the Atman, directly be seated in the Atman, and then from there control the reins, control the senses. And that is your struggle. Because when you do that, even if it takes you time, you're doing the highest thing because you're not causing damage. This need for like immediately doing something, immediately getting some power is bullshit. You have got this personality which can never be lost. And so why do you have to feel, be in such a hurry that you're going to lose something? You can never lose this. Something which you can never lose. Why are we resorting to all these things? So that's why Vivekananda, when you operate from here, that is what Dharma teaches you. It is so beautiful. Because when you do that, the action and interaction in your mind stops. The whole engine stops because the whole engine comes in your hand when you pay attention to the personality. The whole intellect, mind, sense organs, all have got no power. And if it may take one day, it may take 1 year, it may take 10 years, what does it matter? You can fasten the process when you put your attention on personality, because then you'll realize the only obstacle before you is avidya, false visualization. That's the whole study of 5,000 years. So Dharma is the song that you sing to Ishvara, and he gives you the lift. It's the shortest way, and it destroys your false visualization. And that is the greatest gift you can give to yourself. All right. So if you want more of this to destroy false visualization and to practice Dharma and save time, you can go to www.magicofgod.com, magicofgod.com. Till tomorrow, thank you and God bless.